Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready for this too. I believe we have Waubun and 1997 Toyota Corolla, which is Mahtomedi. And I will say that whatever they have for they have a little picture. And I did a Google search of 1997 Toyota Corolla, and it's literally the first image that pops up from Kelly Blue Book. It's
How
just a
creative.
Toyota Corolla. I would really like to know why they named it that.
Perhaps we can find out more at state, or maybe Twitch chat. Who knows?
Who
if
knows?
they're in there.
The only other team that had a really creative name, in my opinion, is the Bubblegum Boys, and I still have all the gum from state that they gave me. Thank you,
Right.
by the way, guys. That was amazing. I used it as, gum, and I'm using it as a footrest right now, the lid. So
I was gonna be. I'd be curious to see what else you were doing with the gum other than gum. It's like, how creative can you be with gum?
I'm using the bucket as a footrest. So
Okay, that makes
that
more
works.
sense.
That works.
I guess you could use it as tape.
Yeah, that works. You can just use it as a normal pail.
Yeah, it might take more than one piece, but you can definitely maybe use that as tape.
Well, there's 380 pieces, and I've probably only had like 50 pieces, so
I don't think you're worrying. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine for a long while.
For sure.
A lot of schools got canceled this morning because of all this snow that's outside, right? We got 8.5 inches of snow, and then it started raining. That made it worse to shovel and all of that. It's supposed to snow again tomorrow. If you don't know,
is it really?
It's supposed to snow again tomorrow. Kind of. It's not really. It's not supposed to be a lot. So.
Okay, interesting.
Even production's not happy about that.
Interesting. Okay, I guess it's March, therefore Minnesota weather.
It is March, and my school district, Noka, had been closed, but the public school districts in Minneapolis and St. Paul didn't, because they knew this storm was coming for a week, and they were able to plow the roads really quick and get the chemicals down, and they work at this temperature because it's actually pretty warm. Like, I went outside to shovel, and it felt really nice compared to a normal, like, very snowy day. So
yeah, I was shoveling a little bit earlier today, and it wasn't like the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing in the world either, but
it was warmer. I'll say that. The snow was heavier, but it was warmer.
It wasn't, because the worst part is when you have gloves on, but your hands are still about to fall off.
Oh yeah, that is really bad.
That's when it gets bad.
Yeah, that is when it gets bad. But yeah, it's supposed to snow. It's supposed to rain in the middle of the week, I'm pretty sure, but it's supposed to stay above freezing in the middle of the day. So the snow will slowly go away. So winter started like 5 months late from this, because it's March and we just got our first snowstorm. Like,
right.
It's the end of March too.
A little interesting on Lady Weathers.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see snow this late be the first snowstorm of the season, even though meteorologically it is spring, and almost officially it's spring too, I think.
When is the first day of spring?
I don't know. That's a very good Google search.
Welcome to spring, ladies and gentlemen. March 19th.
We're in spring and we got a snowstorm, and it wasn't even in winter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it went from being one of the least snowy winters ever at like first half of winter to now being closer to average. It's still very dry, but it snowed a lot. And at least here in the cities where most of us are located at MNVL, it's essentially done. Up north, it's still snowing more.
Yeah. I've got some friends in South Dakota, North Dakota, and they're like, bro, what is this?
Half of Nebraska was under a blizzard warning when I checked.
That's cute. Good for them.
Yeah, it's pretty flat though, and it blows around all of that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, there's still more. I'm actually looking at my TV. There's a weather forecast happening right now, and like 48 inches still happening up north, like by St. Cloud. So
it's not the best thing, yeah.
It really isn't, but it's supposed to be warmer. It's supposed to go into the mid to high 40s at the end of the week, into the weekend. So the snow will slowly go away, and the snow is actually pretty good for like molding and like making statues. Like usually.
Oh, okay, sure.
Usually my dad actually makes a statue. It's literally it would be right outside my window. So
I like that.
it's really cool. It's really cool. But anyways, I also like doing this thing. So every day there's multiple national days, like international days, like Pi Day. That was a thing. It essentially started with that. So today's national day is International Waffle Day, or at least the most popular one that people know about the most. Of course, there's like dozens of others, but that's a very interesting one. It's International Waffle Day. So maybe you should cook yourself some waffles for for a snack, or maybe tomorrow morning for breakfast.
But then it's the International Waffle Day. Have them for
well,
dinner, man.
We're a little bit late here, Lefevre, so
Just have them for dinner.
Sure, yeah, have waffles for dinner. It's International
wrong
Waffle
with
Day,
that.
March 25th. Yeah, just have them for dinner.
There you go. Breakfast for dinner is always not a bad choice.
Right? Yeah, it is. It really isn't a bad choice. I have eggs for dinner all the time, and eggs are always good. So.
When I was little, I had cereal for dinner a lot.
Yeah, that is true. But we did see Waubun. I pronounced this name wrong so many times.
Waubun.
I say the first part wrong. Waubun.
Wah. Like Wario. Wah! You know?
Your microphone peaked out, so it's crazy. Fever.
Yeah, no, it's
anyways, to me it's Waubun. I've always said Waubun. I don't know why, but Waubun. I think people weren't happy about that one. No, that was Washburn or something. There's a bunch of them.
What do you mean?
Anyways, yeah. So you can see on our beautiful standings, that is over here. I don't know how right they are because I see an 0-7 and a 3-0. So let's use MNVL League Spot to do this. So we do
try and check the
standings. Yes.
Yeah.
So I have 3 teams that are undefeated, being SLP, which is Rupster Panda's team, pretty sure, and then TCA, who we saw last year. Rupster Panda.
It's
Rupster. I was corrected harshly by production.
It's Rupster.
I've said Rupster, so yes, I know Rupster is confirmed. It's Rupster, but Rupster is how a lot of people have been saying it. Anyways, we have both teams are 2-1 playing today. One going to go to 3-1. One going to go even 500 at 2-2. We'll see who that is. I almost said Washburn. Waubun won last week. I'm pretty sure. I might be losing my mind, but anyways, besides the point, we have 2 3-1 teams, consistently inconsistent. I forgot which school that is. If I had to throw something out, it would be Monticello, but I don't think it's Monticello. It is, actually. I'm very smart. And then Almost Pillagers, which is the Roseville Area High School. Also, the first place winners at Last State. They've actually dropped a game. I should actually look at who they dropped to. So, and it looks like it was... That is the wrong team. That is also the wrong team. They lost... They had a double forfeit. It was a reschedule with Jordan, I'm pretty sure. So, never mind. Doesn't look like they've dropped. And that makes sense because 3-1, that equals 4, and we're on week 4, so I don't know. Anyways, 2 teams that are 2-1, gonna battle it out to try and stay above 500.
For sure, definitely.
I'm wondering what map we're gonna have first. Lefevre, what is your guess?
It seems like Yoshi's is always the correct answer here, but
yeah.
Maybe Dragon, who knows?
I will go firmly with Dragon.
Okay, why is that? Why are we so
I don't know.
hard stuck?
I just like Dragon, and I just don't want to say Yoshi.
Have a snow. What a snow production? What is it?
What a snow production.
Aqueduct.
Oh, that's one of the first times we've seen this map on stream. Wow. Wow. Okay.
What?
I like it. New stuff, guys. New stuff. Love it. And from last time I checked, I think we're still waiting for a player or 2. I don't know. But we keep talking about everything, but we have Jordan being a 2-2 team, Orono 2-2, which I believe has one of our old the co-caster from last season, if I remember correctly.
Untitled?
Yeah, Untitled.
Oh,
It does. Yeah, he is on that 2-2 Orono team. We have Bubblegum Boys 2-2, And now apparently there's a trademark at the end of their name, so apparently they're now trademarked. Of course, that's a joke. Big Lake is 1 and 2. Burnsville 1 and 2. Void Victims, don't know who that are. We keep checking. It's Mounds View, the Mustangs. Actually, really like that. And I just closed the wrong tab. Anyways, it is going to be a really good game today because we are doing Swiss type, so we always have matchups that are, you know, relatively equal, you know, Swiss style, pretty simple.
Right, for sure. I want to see what we can do to kind of play around some of the kind of more dominant metagames that we've seen recently, and one of them that I'm really interested in is water, where they just put water up. That seems to be kind of something that we've been dealing with the entire season for the most part, and I want to know kind of if there's a good counter to it, because sponges are definitely in the game, but people seem to kind of forget about that for a lot of the time. So I don't know, and I feel like you can just, because correct me if I'm wrong, but you could just save up for Ender Pearl up to the top sponge, and you're fine.
Yeah, you could do that. Sponge has a range of like 6 blocks in every direction, and it deletes a water source and any water blocks that have water in them. Most importantly, the water source, which is where the source of the water comes from, which makes it infinite water, which makes Minecraft not realistic, but it's not a realistic game anyway. Yeah, water is a very good meta. We've seen it for essentially ever. So, and there is one downside to it. It's not really a big downside, but it's a downside nonetheless, that since like 1.12, the aquatic update or whatever for Minecraft, you can swim and only take up 1 block worth of space. So that is one thing about it. Ooh, 3v3. That's interesting. I think because one player couldn't log in. Oh, that's interesting. They would crash every time they try and join. That's interesting.
That's curious. Okay.
So the other team drops a player to equal, so it's a 3v3. That'll be interesting to see, because that's something we don't offer at MNVL. We offer 2s and 4s. 2s in the fall, 4s in the spring, as we are in right now. So 3s is technically a completely different like play style. So
yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to be different here, because I don't think we ever seen 3s.
Well, I bet we, I don't know. There have been games where it's been 3v3, but I don't think on stream we've had a 3v3. Here we go. Here's Waubun.
Yeah, starting things off. I really liked this map, honestly.
Yeah,
I remember playtesting it a lot.
Yeah, I remember being part of that. It was fun.
I think this is one of my more favorites, which is a shame because it seems like nobody ever picks it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just because people are like, oh, it's a new map. We have to learn a different map. We want to learn a different map. We have Dragon. We have Yoshi. We have Jungle. Stadium is a map that isn't picked as much. Aquarium, or whatever. I don't even remember what its name is anymore. But here we go. The first rush by Breadmaster for Mahtomedi.
Right. We're seeing some nice backup here from, what is that? Furp here. A 2v4, not really sure how we're going to try and handle this. We got Nick getting pretty low in health, though. But again, you're trying to take a 1v3 like that, and you're just going to met up with your demise. And Breadmaster seems to know this, and we're just going to have to back off a little bit. Play it a little bit more safe. Surely, right? Yeah. You're not... What do you... Don't take it. Don't take the 2v1.
Just
you know what? Back. You saw your friend get obliterated. Just back off. Just back off, man. Pixel
there
Bird
you go.
looking to pick an early fight here, and we do pick it. We're just standing off to the side. Nick's just looking to stand off to the side.
Oh, and Breadmaster will fall. Nope, fall right down there. They know that he's down there, though. It takes a drop, knock a couple times, and finally make them perish. Breadmaster down. First rush of the game has been eliminated. Anyways, this is very interesting. So we'll go back to, let me go back to the 3s aspect of this. So in 4s, what I usually see is one person base essentially all the time, collect materials, put them in the chest, or spend them on defenses, and I do think that Mahtomedi is putting water up there because you see it as a stack up. And then you usually have one going for diamonds most of the time, maybe two, and then you have one essentially just made to rush. In twos, you just have both people playing either side. Usually one stays more defensive, one more offensive. In threes, what do you sacrifice is the question. Do you sacrifice someone getting diamonds all the time? Do you sacrifice someone being at base all the time because you're confident you can win all the fights? Do you sacrifice the one person that's rushing, consistently putting pressure so you can collect more diamonds or emeralds? Like, yeah, it's all about that.
It's very interesting, like, what you kind of want to focus on, because you can't really find a way to you can't really find something that you want to stick in. Oh, we're gonna drop the emeralds? What?
I mean, if you think you're gonna lose the battle, then might work. But Breadmaster has TNT. You're gonna try and place it, maybe? Yep, there you go.
And surely we get everyone else to back off. Hang on, we explode one in the beginning. We couldn't get the bed. Oh no!
Cannot get the bed. Let's see if
Ferp's trying to pick up the pieces where we left off, but it's too little, too late. Pixel's able to close down and hold down the fort.
Yep, Pixel T-Bird with that sword. I don't know which sword it is, the long or short sword, because they both use the texture of an iron sword. So I don't know what it is, but uses that advantage to win. And what is this? What is this tower making? Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh,
fancy.
You're getting
look inside.
Like,
now you put water on the bottom part. Now you put water on the bottom part, and then you have a very filled defense. Now there's still one water source block, but it looks cooler. It looks a lot cooler, gotta be honest. But anyways, Breadmaster coming in with more TNT, sees one Waubun player who is retreating slowly to their base.
Right. I think we're just gonna... Waubun's just playing so passive here. It's really strong, I feel.
Yeah, they do place water down. Breadmaster can't get the TNT down. No, you won't be able to, but now you try and go up all the way to break off the water.
Can he get there?
There's a player up there. You knock him down. Are you able to get up there fast enough? Doesn't look like it.
Nah. Dude, what a tower, bro. We're building. Yeah. Dude, we're building the Dublin Spire. That's what it is.
We're building the Space Needle.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Now that's a more traditional water just pillar. You just build up as high as you can, place water down, break the blocks under it. So now you have to make the team either bring some sponge up and still build up a good bit, or just make them spire up, or also just try and break in and block yourself off so the water doesn't affect you. This is just a brick of water, and I, for some reason, enjoy it. And it is a completely full aquarium. We'll go with that. It's an aquarium of a bed from Minecraft BEDWARS.
Yeah,
more specifically, MNVL.
Definitely. I mean, I guess we just want to flood the entire place, I guess, which, I don't know. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Water does slow down your mining speed, but here we have a little confrontation. Nick will fall down, take a little bit of fall damage. Ferb is not going to go for it, but go for this fight here with J2. It's in water, so it's a little slower, but J2 looks like he's going to lose the fight to Ferb.
Right.
And now, Mahtomedi looks to go on offensive.
Right. Mahtomedi also seems to be in control of the diamonds for the most part, which is very nice for them.
Yeah, very important too. Another push for Mahtomedi. We have one player. Looks like it's Ferp, who just won the battle in mid. Will knock down Pixel T-Bird, who's using non-traditional building blocks you'd use in a build fight. But, you know, here we have a little competition. Down here, Breadmaster will get thrown off, places a TNT that does essentially nothing to the fight. And Ferp is just left in a corner to perish to all of the Waubun players.
Right, just great pressure from Waubun, being able to kind of just switch between offensive and defensive so fast. It's really hard to kind of keep up with what they're doing at all times. And Mahtomedi is just not finding a good opening or any answers to it.
Yeah,
like, I don't even know, like, had to like adapt to it.
Yeah, I don't know how you adapt to it either. Mahtomedi does have really good pressure on Waubun though, so that's pretty interesting for them. And pressure is really good. It's you always want it. You don't want the team to go to mid at all, and that's pretty much what Mahtomedi is trying and prevailing at doing. So you see they're getting a bunch of resources, some diamonds, some emeralds, all the above. Go up that little waterfall, and now we look at the side of Waubun's. And Nick with a little bit of armor, a little bit of TNT, and a little bit of a sword. It's pretty much just all around.
Right.
Going
I'm excited to see what we do with
Mahtomedi.
this TNT here from Nick Roll.
Yeah, you have to get rid of that water for that TNT to be effective, unless you want to use it as combat, which isn't usually seen, as Breadmaster is bypassed by Nick, but these boots that make you dash send you forward. Nick is cut down by the cooldown of the boots, and that rush is completely thrown off for Waubun.
Okay. Breadmaster here trying to find just a quick and easy way to get into seemingly destroy Waubun's bed here, but the strategy of trying to get into the base, I'm more curious on myself.
Yeah. Now, as we've seen before, we've had plenty of games go to where both beds are broken because of how fast we want to make these games, because these games that a few states ago would take hours upon hours, and we would have to wait so long just to see a champion. Breadmaster puts TNT on himself, and that'll take away half the health from Breadmaster. Wow, been looking to go for a round of bypass. You see that sponge is working.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Breadmaster go back on the trespasser to mid for Waubun, but Breadmaster does die. Huh. Do have another player in mid. You're going to go up, try and build up. Doesn't look like Pickle Jar has any of those fancy boots. Might just jump off the edge, try and get to base faster. But Nick has to go against this huge pillar of water and a couple Mahtomedi players. And what are you going to do? You're going to go under. Good call.
I didn't even know this part existed. Wait, what is this?
It's just a little staircase to the bottom, so you can kind of, you know, mess with your opponents. And Nick will get out almost. Nope, will get out because the water stream helps with all of the stuff that he had before.
Okay. Because we're kind of just playing cat and mouse right now. Even with the dash boots from both these players, it's so hard to catch up with them.
Yeah, it is. And we are 1 minute away from Emeralds 3. Then I think it's 2 or 5 minutes until beds are gone. I still don't have it memorized, but that's okay. So we have a little fight here in mid. J2 and Ferb. See, J2 doesn't have those boots and will get knocked off. Fireball will land. I don't know what Ferb just threw off there, but
yeah, perhaps diamonds.
Maybe, yeah. Do have a golden apple by Pixel T-Bird.
Okay.
Ferb using that low ground to their advantage.
Very nice job being able to abuse their corners like that, but now you got to deal with Nick Roll coming up here, and another one right behind him. But the dash boots in with some backup of his own. Breadmaster is able to turn the tides for Toyota Corolla. Okay, Breadmaster with the TNT. Very nice job. This is 2v1.
Working out really well for Mahtomedi. Both are still alive. Here comes Pixel T-Bird from the sky. And here's Nick.
With the TNT, no dice, however. Oh, one
yeah, but look at Ferb distracting all the Waubun players. Breadmaster's going to be able to get to the top and get rid of this water. Now all you need to do is wait for that water to go away. And who is that going up? Is that Ferb or is that one of the... Oh no, look, there's the sponge.
You better drop down before the water gets out, right?
Yeah, that you should do that, or you can just do some blocks down. It's very, yeah, you can see him doing that now.
Okay.
But now the water's gone, so... And, oh, Breadmaster just jumps into the other pit of water.
Oh, okay. Neat.
Now, wow,
but now we're cornered. We're still able to get back with the boots, okay.
Ferb knocks one off on one!
Goop on 1 health, being able to just tank with Breadmaster. Get down, Mr. President, as he walks forward to try and make sure Breadmaster is okay to take out the bed. As we see, we could try and go, just barely nick our way into the base defenses, but unfortunately, Pixel is going to have to put things to a stop.
Yeah, it didn't look like Breadmaster was prepared with tools, which is something I always have. I always buy tools, no matter if it's any tier, because I just have to say, if you had any tier or tools in that situation, you probably would have gotten the bed.
Yeah.
But
Even
usually
TNT.
I've seen it happen more that teams rely more on TNT than on individual players getting tools, because it technically is less expensive to just get 1 TNT, blow up the whole bed defense, and then get the bed, than spend 12 gold for each player to get 1 tier 3 tool. If it's still how I think it is, because I think it's still 4 tiers of tools, where it's 10 iron, 20 iron, 3 gold, 6 gold, from what I remember. But here we go. Mahtomedi with another rush. No water. You're going to go up, maybe take advantage of that little space. Waubun's kind of split up. They're in a little triangle as Nick tries to go up. Goof does knock down Nick, does kill him. Trying to go back
I can't believe
up.
he didn't land in the water.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Just land on that one block where you just can't land. Is that arrows? That is some arrows from Breadmaster from afar. Now, does anyone have TNT or tools?
Dude,
either
will
will
playing
work.
very fast and loose, and Waubun is being exploited for not really having any range, it seems like, to deal with that.
Yeah, here we go. Breadmaster does have TNT, so I just say go for it. Try and get the TNT, make the other player be the distraction.
I think that is definitely the play right now. Breadmaster trying to snipe him from afar to help out Goop.
Yeah, but I'd say you do have that one player there. Maybe just try and place the TNT down if you can, and then the other player can honestly just jump down and get the bed, because there isn't the strongest bed defense on there. So if you put it in the right spot, you'll be able to get it. But here it goes.
Oh,
not going to be able to get it.
There
Here comes 2 TNT.
2! Wait, 4!
3! Bed's
4
open.
TNT.
No
The bed is wide open. Yet we
Breadmaster
cannot
just
claim it.
walks
Oh wait, we can with a snipe. Pixel, it's gonna get thwarted.
And it's gone.
Breadmaster now looking to run from the victory. In and out like a thief in the night. Breadmaster able to secure the bed.
Taking snipes 2 away. Now just has 1 more. J2. That's a very powerful bow. It's a 2-shot bow. And Breadmaster will team wipe, get the bed, and win game 1 for Mahtomedi.
Dude, what a game.
Yeah. Say that again. That was a what a game. Do have hello production. That was a very good game. I will say that.
For sure.
In the end, Mahtomedi does come out on top with Breadmaster, placing not 1, not 2, but 3 TNT on the bed. Maybe a little overkill, but you know, can never have too much TNT.
It did claim one of their lives, and able to throw it out like that.
I'm looking back now, and yeah, it did. Did get one of them.
Yeah,
but,
no, very good stuff from them. I really want to see more of them because I loved that performance.
Dude,
what is that bow? That 2 shots? That's insane.
Yeah, that's something that's been like that for a long time from what I know. I think last season players were talking about it and being like, yeah, this is very OP bow. I think it costs emeralds. I think if you asked anyone, they'd say that is a very overpowered item.
Okay.
I think it costs 6 emeralds. I think
so
I already
it's not
said
balanced
that,
by the emerald cost?
I mean, I don't know, to be completely honest. I did read off the changes at the start of the season, but I don't remember all those changes.
I wonder, like...
Oh, yeah, let's guess the next map. I'm going to say Dragon.
I'm saying Winnie the Pooh Yoshi.
Winnie the Pooh with Yoshi. Okay. We're both wrong. Wow.
What is it, Stadium?
Yeah, what is it? What is it?
Archipelago.
Another water world, man.
Okay. I don't think we have seen this in a while.
We didn't see this I think we saw this first in week 1. I
Okay.
think that's the only time we saw. We might have saw in week 2. That might have been the only time we saw it instead. I don't know. But we've seen it. I know that. And now we've almost seen every map. I think the only one we haven't seen is Stadium, which is a very fast-paced map, to be honest. And a lot of players don't really enjoy playing it unless they have a very good strategy for it. I will say that I used to, when I played for Blaine, we used to play Stadium a good bit because we had a good strategy for it. And it's called just run at them. Just hold W. Hold W. Yeah.
I like that.
Just hold W. That was my teammate's Ben. Ben Beater was his username. That was his idea. That was completely his idea. He was the strategist. I was just the player. So, anyways, we are going to be playing on Archipelago. Waubun on the ropes for this set of games. Mahtomedi looking to stay above 500. Waubun looking to not get swept.
Whew. Right. I'm trying to see. I wonder if we're gonna have a hard time keeping up with the Toyota Corolla again, or if Waubun's gonna be able to carry out their plan. You know?
Yeah.
Because they kind of got thwarted pretty hard there at the end.
Yeah, they did to that bow. And we didn't quite get to Beds Broken. I think it was on the timer. Because I know Emerald 3 passed by then. It was for sure 2 minutes since the last time I looked at that sidebar. But
right. Who's to say?
Beds were pretty close to being broken in total. But that bow is something that just makes it OP. We've saw that bow can two-shot someone. Or at least has the opportunity to. Because Breadmaster shot one person once and they went down to 9. So over half, so simple math, 2-shot. And
exactly.
Yeah.
It just seems really hard to keep up with.
Yeah, and I will say this. Sometimes, I always try to say this at least once a season with this low ground situation. Low ground in close combat is technically better in Minecraft because of trigonometry. Do you want me to explain further?
Yeah.
So, the reach distance is 3 blocks or 3 meters because a block is a meter, all that. So,
sure.
And that reach stems out from the center of your head, aka essentially your nose.
Okay, sure.
So, when you're on the high ground, your head is an extra block and a half higher. When you're on the low ground, your head is technically on the same block that the player fighting's feet are. So you technically have an advantage if you're like 2 blocks below someone because you can hit them when you're just standing there. But if they're standing on that block and they're trying to hit you, they can't hit you for the most part. I think you might still be able to. It might be a half. Okay, and I guess we have a 4v4 going on now. So that's all fixed, all better. But
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so we only got one game of the interesting...
The 3v3 situation. Okay. I will say, I did kind of like the 3v3, low-key.
Yeah, and I will say that the names are backwards this time. I kind of hate that you can't decide what team you're on. So yeah,
so the names are wrong?
Yeah, the names are still wrong, technically, because...
I see. Yeah,
Mahtomedi's blue, Waubun's supposed to be... Yeah. Anyways, we do have a rush. I think this is a rush coming here by Mahtomedi.
Okay.
And here we go. It is back. I see a bed. I don't even know if I see bed defense. I do see one. Yeah, the bed is tucked into the corner in this map, which we've seen this a couple seasons ago where me and Lefevre called it some black magic, right? Because we've spawned in and the bed's been gone for one team. That's happened a couple times. And it was completely crazy. It was all mayhem. It was very interesting to see. But here we have Waubun's GG Subaru, who was the player that was not in last game. And the player for the other team, I forgot. I don't know. I know Breadmaster.
You got lost in the sauce?
I think it's Ill-Tempered wasn't playing last game. So I'll just say that.
Yeah, I do not know.
Yeah, but here we go. We do have 2 Mahtomedi players, as the bed defense has gone up to 2 or 3 layers. Breadmaster taking a fight, winning that fight right now, does have a set of tools. Do you win this fight? If you win this fight, here we go. There's some TNT down. This bed is going to be gone.
So quickly, might I add. Holy, Goop trying to start something off here, getting straight into it, already taking one out. Okay.
Yep, we'll get one. And there's the 2v1 for another one. Both players
phenomenal
still
job of being
collectively
able
on essentially the health of 1.
Phenomenal job of being able to kind of take the advantage.
Yep, GG Subaru out here in the middle of the water and essentially no man's land, probably going for the middle island. You see Mahtomedi ready to put more water, and it looks like it's going to be higher than it was before.
Right. I don't know next plan here, if I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know. Just maybe get diamonds. I don't even know if there are any in there, and try and meet up with Subaru at mid island, because it looks like that's what they're both going for. Maybe take a 2v2. Maybe try and pull a Napoleon.
Maybe with the emeralds, you're able to kind of sway the odds to your favor. But I think we got some. I think we got some islanders ready to fight here.
I think we have some company.
Yeah.
Do either notice? Yeah, now they notice. Okay. Now they hear and notice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Goof. Probably gonna go for 1 player. Not gonna get knocked off yet. On 15, on 9, on 6.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't that.
Good 2v1.
Yeah, good 2v1.
That's clean.
Subaru gonna go down. Looks like Nick is gonna wait at mid. Nope, we'll jump down as we have another person chasing. This one will be Breadmaster.
Okay.
Currently chasing Nick.
Are we able to get anything, or
just a
like? Is there anything is there anything that these players have that can speed things up, or no?
In the water, anything other than a boat? No. Trident has been out of the game for the past 2 seasons, I think, because it was quite literally overpowered.
Maybe.
And people were using it to just run away too. So, but we have
Maybe
someone coming from behind on Breadmaster. It'll be Subaru. Gonna wait till we get on land. It's gonna be another 2v1.
There we go.
Yep.
Now
and
we're starting to take names.
Will go down. Nick only on half health.
Yeah, that's gonna be something we gotta look out for. But now that we've gotten back to the shop, finally, we can maybe use those emeralds to turn those tides.
Yep, you have a couple diamonds. You have a few emeralds. Now you do see that they're using your resources on some armor, which is pretty good. So we have another visitor. It's going to be Goof. Subaru going to bring him back to the teammate, make it a 2v1 again. Ooh, but Subaru does get those boots. But Nick in a little bit of trouble, and both players on at least half. That is not looking so good for Waubun if you have 1 player almost taking out or taking half of your health out of both of your players.
Right.
Just gotta say.
Might not be the best thing for Waubun here.
Yeah, and as you can see, we have Diamond 3 coming up, then it'll be Emerald 3, then we have Bed Break. So I'm assuming it would be you'd have to wait if you're Waubun another at least 10, maybe 15 minutes. At very much most. To go for any type of rush if you don't want to destroy Mahtomedi's bed.
Right, and I feel like we can't do that. I think we're just gonna have to take whatever we find, Like honestly,
yeah.
I just say we ball and just bum rush bed and see what happens.
High risk, high reward, baby.
Yeah, just each one of you get like 2 TNT. Just go.
Yeah, you do have the water, so get some sponge too.
Yeah. Can you sponge the entire map?
The entire map? Technically?
Or like, can you
I don't know. If you put your mind to it, you could get the water source. I don't know if you can get the water source blocks out on the top layer. Theoretically, I think you could. Technically, I don't think you can. Here we go. We have 2 Waubun players coming on to one of the Mahtomedi players. And I don't know if Mahtomedi has boots at all. No, they don't. Don't have those fancy boots, so Goof is gonna go down essentially without a fight. Currently drowning, I will add. And there you go, will go down. So these boots might be to Waubun's advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, really to their advantage. As you see, Nick has TNT. I would not put it past Breadmaster for him to have TNT also. So
right. I want to see what they can do with this TNT and see what
never mind, I meant
we can do.
Anyways. Forgot that we're looking at, you know, Waubun. I just thought of Breadmaster in my head and I was like, oh, Breadmaster's probably the other player alive. No, it's Subaru. But anyways, Nick has TNT, Subaru doesn't, but that is fine because anyways, you only need one TNT well placed to break that bed defense. Unless it has like 3 layers of endstone, which I don't think it does. I think it's, if I had to guess, it's wool, wood, and then either endstone or deep slate. Which is what we usually see.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and we do have another Mahtomedi player going to the same diamond gen, and it looks like Waubun's going to take advantage again of it. I did see another Mahtomedi player out in the distance at like half.
I like how they try to drop the diamonds.
Yeah, it doesn't really work unless somehow they lose it.
Yeah, don't really work on this map. They just kind of just float peacefully up.
Yeah, and don't mind the player floating out in the middle of the map. That's
Don't
just
worry about
someone on the that's just someone on Waubun doing this thing called ghosting, which is when you're spectating the other team because you're dead and all of that. Very common in BEDWARS. And then you give them information, which it's kind of like having a third eye anywhere you want there to be. But anyways, we do have Subaru being cut off from his teammate. His teammate's right behind Goof.
Yeah, we could go back around. Dude, why is Goop like we're the only ones that are up for blood?
I don't know. I would say if Mahtomedi put their resources into it and sent 2, maybe 3 players, I think they'd be able to take out this Waubun duo. I would say that.
Yeah, I don't know why they just don't all 4 just go after him.
Yeah, because beds will be gone sooner than you think. Instead of having to wait like an hour like you used to, you only wait like 10 minutes from now.
Really? Damn.
So really isn't that long. So it's better to try and get them while you have a bed still and have a pretty good fortified bed, as you can see as we go over the big wall.
And like playing the clock is probably not the best solution here.
Well, and I guess this does confirm that those sponges do kind of confirm that I guess you can try your best to get rid of the water, but there's too many water source blocks to lose it, so you'd have to section off all the ocean, do blah blah blah, do all this and that and that and this. That's the final answer to your question from before about taking.
I want to see a team do it.
All stars, it would happen at all. It would happen if it would be all stars.
I want to see a team make a bed defense by blocking off the water.
By blocking off the water,
or
like making a little moat?
chunking off the water. So
or not a moat, but
they just
a dry moat.
Yeah, dry moat. It's like the opposite of a moat.
Yeah, it's dry.
Yeah, dry moat.
So yeah, then they'd have to go down.
Well,
I'd like to see a team try that.
It'd probably be good since they have to take so much time.
It would take a lot of sponge though, and you'd have to section off a bunch of the map.
I'm
gonna be completely honest. It would be way easier in 2s, not because, well, because there would be less players trying to attack you.
But you could get more sponge. Because how much does a sponge cost?
I don't even know. Probably like 20 iron, if not gold. It doesn't cost diamonds or emeralds or any of that fancy minerals that are rare.
Right.
Oh, and here we go. Breadmaster with the bow again.
Let's see if we can take some names here with it, just like last time.
Here we go. They try and jump out. We have a 3v2, but they do section them off. So, oh wait, Waubun might have a chance here to go for the bed. No, I think that's just how fast you can move with these.
Oh yeah,
that is a sizable gap.
He's sprint. Oh, wait, Subaru got killed by Breadmaster. It's just 1 left.
Yep, it's 1 left. We'll see if Nick can even try and get this bed. At this point, you're committed, and you're probably not going to get all the way there. Oh, you use a fireball to try and knock people back.
Oh, that's interesting. Wait.
That is pretty interesting.
I like that
Now
a lot.
you try and run away.
Yeah, what do you do here? Because I don't think you can win at this point.
No. You have 2 players. If you have 2 players on your tail the whole time, you're eventually gonna.
Yeah, we just found
You're
2-star
eventually gonna
mystery
have to go
box.
down. Hey, yo, chat, let's go.
Yo, can I get
2-star
some
mystery
chat?
box.
Okay.
Let's go, production. You're doing so well.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, we do have Breadmaster, I think, is one of the players chasing with the bow. And it is a good idea for Nick to go as deep as you can with the water as often as you can, because the arrows don't swim well.
Right.
You know, they don't have like a coating. You see, they just kind of
go plunk.
Yeah, they go plunk.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Nick trying to circle back, maybe to try and do something to this Mahtomedi bed.
I just don't think this is worth it.
I don't know if you can. At this point, it's essentially over for Waubun unless you pull something out of a hat.
I mean, we got TNT, so there's definitely a hat there. We just got to see what we got to pull it.
But that's like a transparent hat. I'm talking about like a hat that isn't transparent, because we know they have TNT. Everyone knows they have TNT.
I mean, but like, it's definitely like a trick that they can pull to kind of.
Yeah, it is. Nick's gonna circle back and take this fight. Oh, now gonna run away from the 2v1. The divide and conquer strategy.
Oh, we're just going
really well here for Nick. Now trying to circle back. Trying to selectively choose when you hit, but Nick at half health now. Not looking good.
Oh, what are we trying to do? You're going back to your base, but why? What are you trying to buy?
I really don't know.
We're just doing
TNT
our last
is
stand.
Offense?
We're doing our last stand. All right. Nick
Yep,
girl.
Oh my god.
Trying to find a way to get out of this predicament, but we're just going to keep trying to swim away.
Yep. We're on 8. Goof has double the health. You have another player somewhere, and here's the boat. You have the artillery coming from
There's
Breadmaster.
the warship.
Nick isn't going to be able to sink this battleship, as Breadmaster's going to use the artillery to try and pick off Nick.
Oh, you hit him. Oh!
And there you go. Does take the shot. The battleship comes out on top. Breadmaster will win the series for Mahtomedi after that final kill.
Great stuff from them, being able to close it out with the boat in hand. Very nice job. I was like, why don't we just try and find a boat to close it out and see if we can kind of just keep up with the guy that can just double jump underwater. So I'm happy that we were able to come to our senses. But good stuff from Toyota Corolla, otherwise known as Mahtomedi, for being able to close out the set 2-0.
Yeah, that was very nice. I was wondering when we were going to see a boat, and then Breadmaster comes in, guns blazing with a bow, and it's like, oh, there you go, there's the battleship.
Right,
and
that's what I'm waiting for. That right there.
The battleship beats the little tiny boat, you know.
For sure. It's rock paper scissors when you really think about it.
It's rock paper scissors, but the opponent essentially knows what you're going to pick.
Maybe. That's why you got to get creative with it. But unfortunately, in a 1v4, there's only so much you can do. But still, really great job to Waubun. And again, congratulations to the 1997 Toyota Corolla Mahtomedi team for being able to close out the set. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for us today. We're all out of Minecraft. Our pockets are dry, ladies and gentlemen. But don't worry, there will be more MNVL streams later this week. We got Wednesday with Valorant being our next one, hosted by Skeptor. So I'm very excited to see that play out. But until then, I've been Lefevre, joined by FrogPixel, and we'll see you guys for more Minecraft action next Monday. But until then, have a good one, everyone.